For no reason, I'll just enter Ubers and just start questioning the drivers about their lives. That's how I get stories.
You know, we pretend to be anchors, but we're not really anchors.
Yes.
Make the film you want to make and market the hell out of it.
Easiest way to sell movie is just show half-naked people on the beach.
Wow.
What was I saying? Sometimes you don't even know if you're making a fool of yourself. But only a filmmaker will know we ran out of money. Okay, this time, this scene, take off your shirt.
I'm sorry, what was that pose?
I have to show off my guns.
I want to know how their WhatsApp group is.
Bring my mic, let me go.
I've been pushing for it since now.
Basically, Sodiq.
Oh, I like that one.
All this now, watch.
I love it.
Kenny Reeves is Sean Farquhar.
That's a good point.
Oh, shit.
Man!
Hi guys, welcome once again to Inkblot Meet and Greet.
I'm sorry, what was that pose? Did you just stretch your hands back? I don't understand.
I have to show off my guns. You know that kind of thing where
Wow, really?
Hi, guys.
I don't know about Wow.
Welcome.
Did someone tell you that they need to show your masculinity?
My name is
Was that
Zulu.
feedback?
Here again. And that's Damola.
With the guns.
And that's nice.
Just so that
And
you
with
can see
us
us today is Kayode Kasum, highest working director in Hollywood, Nollywood, the only director with a street named after him in VI, I
Wow.
think, or in Lekki.
Wow.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere like that in Lagos. Kayode, nice to have you. What's
Thank
good,
you.
man?
I'm good, I'm here, but no guns.
I know, so that's because, you're a director, you're sitting down all day. If you are carrying camera.
If you're, camera operator.
carrying
Yeah, one of those
Zoom
directors that you
operator,
don't have
for
to lift your.
example.
You don't know. He doesn't know how to lift his tripod and his camera. He's always like, oh.
You know that kind of thing. When they will just call AD, first AD, please move. How far
Anyway,
now?
you don't
I'm
need
good,
to.
man.
Has it been?
It's been good.
So we heard that you just finished shooting a movie.
Yes.
I heard that it's the Nigerian version of Speed. It's
Wow.
called Sole. It all happens on a bus.
Is that the pronunciation?
Yes, Sole.
Yes, Sole. Yeah,
Sole.
70% of the film happens on a bus.
Sometimes the movie happens on a bus. Huh?
Right.
Is Keanu Reeves in it? Sandra Bullock?
No.
Or the Nigerian version?
Nigerian versions of it. Yes.
So who would that be now? Because
So let me, off the top of my head, I would say Kenny Reeves is Sean Farquhar.
Oh, shit.
we're done.
Yeah, we worked with a lot of fantastic people on the film.
I heard Shola Shobowale is on it as well.
Yes,
Is she your
is.
Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
What?
A lot of people are yes.
Is she?
Yeah.
Cool. So, easiest way I can start off is, okay, so what inspired the movie? Because I love the ambition of it in that you are shooting like a full-length movie. 70% of it is on a bus. You are moving around, all of those kind of things that we see in Hollywood where, the rig on the bus, all of this kind of stuff. And you're shooting in tight spaces. Please, are you going to do BTS for us?
Yes, there's BTS of it.
This is documentary.
Yes.
Oh, documentary. Sorry.
Jazz don't don't follow
Not
Damola.
BTS, not behind the scenes. Documentary.
Yes, I think there would be now. Thank you for inspiring me.
Please,
Run me my check.
Yes.
5%.
Royalties.
There's going to be a video explaining the process. What inspired it was, so before directing film, I used to do wedding photography, wedding videography. So I remember my first interstate gig was in Kaduna, and we had to go by road.
Oh my God, from
Night
where?
bus.
From Lagos. So we
That's
got
2 days.
to, yes, 2 days. So we got to Kaduna. I'd done the job and I was on our way back, and the bus driver, I was sleeping. Everybody we had to wake up, and there was like, they're robbing in front. That we should park by the road. We parked right in front of Dangote cement factory. Yes. So we parked there and we were waiting for close to 3 hours because they were robbing in front.
For 3 hours, they were robbing.
Yeah, we were just scared. So during that, I can remember different people, different characters, and we're like, can we go now? Should we not? No, don't go now. Let's wait till daybreak. And I was like, no, I have what I'm doing in Lagos. This, that. So all that happened, and I just put it in the back of my head. I one day I was going to make a film about
I'm
this
sorry, take a step
experience.
back. You people use night bus.
Night bus.
I guess it's 2 days, right? You can't just be stopping during the day. Got it.
Night bus. So we wanted to, I think my partner at the time,
At the time, sounds like you have basically said we have separated that ways.
That he's
Yes.
not doing this.
Were you a business partner or life partner?
no, just business partner.
Right.
So when you're doing those type of gigs, you would have a videographer and a photographer. So I was the videographer. So the photographer was like, he has another gig in Lagos, so we have to leave through night bus. That was risky, but
Well, we can see that the
we
risk
thank God, yes,
existed.
that trip kind of gave birth to Sole. So
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So that's a good, I can imagine introducing all the characters that will be on the bus,
Yeah.
and the funny guys, the scared guys, and just that tension that will be there. Okay.
So when's this movie coming out?
First time I'm going to hear it, November 12th.
Wow. And please, this is June. Like, we wasted 4 months. Can you see yourself? Shouldn't be pushing the movie that's coming out next week. See, this is the problem where you have too many movies.
Don't worry,
many
we push
children.
Dwindle along the line.
Push it now.
Let's not just go past the fact that we just got an exclusive.
Yes, so exclusive.
You
heard it
I'm
here
sorry,
first.
I'm confused. You
November 12th. Sole is coming.
You know, we pretend to be anchors that we're not really anchors. What clout are you going to do for getting the exclusive? Who's going to write you message?
I am a professional.
Please, Inkblot meet and greet, no for the exclusive.
Yes, breaking industry info.
So let me ask you a question. When Banky gave you exclusive, how did it change your life?
What exclusive did you
See,
want?
you can't even remember.
Oh,
Is there a blanket exclusive?
What exclusive did you want?
That was the first time he talked about what his album was
About
going
bank
to be.
statement, and he broke down the different aspects
Yes,
of
you
bank
see.
Yes, that's very big.
Exclusives are wasted on you people.
No.
Wasted.
No, we highlighted it in the clip. That yes, it was an exclusive.
And then
Hey, it's coming now.
You guys, please don't highlight the fact that I forget things.
No.
The fact that I forgot doesn't mean we did not use it.
Zulu, now.
Don't mind
You've
now.
been trained by Oprah, where when it comes to you, when they say
Guys,
something,
back
you're
to
like,
Kayode.
okay.
anyway,
Yes,
so yes, exclusive was wasted on us, but we thank you and we take it. November 12th. Cinemas
2021.
across
2021.
Nigeria. Yes, go and
Look out
watch
for
it.
Sole.
But before
Ask
then,
Shop Fakwa.
you should have seen Dwindle already. If you haven't seen it, go and
Yeah.
see it.
Now, you know
Please
that
see
kind of thing. You
Dwindle.
walk your way. You
So
walk your way
Dwindle.
back. We've gone to the most recent movie. Then we can now go back to your very first movie, not the wedding one. Not the wedding coverage one.
Not the wedding.
Not the wedding coverage one. But your very first movie, I think that was Dog Naps.
Yes, Dog Naps. That's my
Oh
first.
yeah, that was.
So that's another
Interesting.
movie that I haven't seen, but I've heard so much
Please,
about.
please don't see.
No, no.
Everyone's first film
Is
is
this
that.
your own version of Kajola?
Maybe worse. Please don't see.
But what was the inspiration behind that?
No, I just,
First of all, what's the movie about for people that haven't seen
okay.
it?
So Dog Napped is a film about a budding comedian who gets taught how to be a fantastic stand-up comedian by his pet dog
That talks.
that talks.
So wait, but so it wasn't that he transformed into the dog.
No.
No, so the dog just started talking.
The dog was like, man, I'm tired of you failing. Let me step in.
No, I love that actually. That's
You know,
that's a really brilliant idea.
That's something that can happen to us if we had a pet on this show. When the pet just starts to talk, like, you guys are really bad at this show.
The best
Please,
would
let's
have
take
quit.
over.
The best would have quit by now, please.
So, when was this? When was
2017,
Chai.
January.
Oh, but wow. So you just only started in 2017.
No, I've been in the industry for a while, behind the scenes. Worked for Wale Adenuga Productions for close to 2 years. Practically edited maybe 3 to 4 seasons of Papa Jasco. When I say seasons, that's like
25
40
episodes per season.
episodes per season.
Oh, 40.
Yeah, edited that. I can remember when I even left in 2020. I say I edited that when I was seeing it on TV. That went into advertising. Before that, I worked for a startup cable television company, African Cable Television, head of animation department, channel manager. Just grinding, and I always wanted to do film, so I just took all those as stepping stones or milestones.
And then gathered all your savings. And then gave it to Dog Naps.
And gave it to Dog Naps.
Did you study?
Film?
Film?
Yes, went to film school, studied
Okay.
in PFT for 2 years.
PFT is...
PFT is in Lagos.
Okay.
Pencil Film Television Institute.
Okay.
Went to Ghana for 3 months directing course.
Okay.
Then did lots of online courses, all of them, Udemy, Masterclass, Future Learn. Did
You did it
everything.
all.
Yeah.
So guys, see the hustle here, where basically he didn't say that he must do Miami Film School or something. He
We'll still
basically
do one day.
but he basically
why Miami?
You think
I'm
that's
just
the one
saying.
that just came to the
random.
top
I'm
of
just
his
saying that's
head.
what
Damola just wants to go to the beach. That's what to show off his
Well,
guns.
I mean, if the easiest way to sell movie, if you've watched Fast and Furious 1, is just show half naked people on the beach.
Wow.
Indeed.
Yes, so
We've made 16 films. How many of them have had naked people on the beach?
I've been pushing for it since now. I've been begging people, let's do the movie where we'll just have Maoli, myself, as well
Maoli,
as
myself.
Maoli,
With his
myself.
guns.
I mean with my guns, Maoli with a 6-pack, and then maybe which other person again?
I have no idea.
Zulu, you know all these people
I
now that have
don't.
6-pack in the industry.
No, I
Kenneth
don't.
Okoli again, and then the three of us will be jogging out of the water like Baywatch in slow motion. I've been begging since. Like, let's do this
Let's
movie.
not do that.
With water like dripping. We
See.
give you wig so that it will just drip properly.
Esther, give me long wig like
So
your
before I got on this show, I was like, I want to know how their WhatsApp group is, man.
no, but seriously. But Kayode did exactly the same thing in Sugar Rush. Because I remember Sugar Rush.
Oh,
That one scene with Maoli where he came to drink water.
And
We
that's-
were in the cinema
let
together.
me tell yes. When we were watching that film, people were rolling off their seats, right?
Are you serious?
And then we got to that scene. It wasn't comedy. The scene, they were having a proper
Serious
conversation. But I promise you that the screams in the hall
All
was
the women.
louder than the laughter before. Because it was, oh my God!
All the women in the show were screaming.
Thirsty.
We did
Thirsty.
not hear
We did not
one
hear
word
one
of
word.
that conversation.
We had to watch it again.
All we saw was just Maoli shirtless drinking water.
But you people are badly behaved. You didn't talk about how Kayode made it look like Maoli can't drink water without drinking from his mouth.
No, I thought that was director's
And I went
instruction.
and asked him again when we were shooting Ponzi. I'm like, Maoli, okay, this time, this scene, take off your shirt. He's like, Kayode, we've done it before.
I love it.
Please, no, we must take your
Oh my
back. Take off your
goodness. So,
shirt.
Inkblot, sir, what hope do we have of getting married to put off his shirt now?
No, she's done it for Kayode. He hasn't done it for us.
Okay,
Yes.
Gaffer. He hasn't done it for you.
Yes, for me. Where you be like, yes, it will be in the contract. One
For
shirtless
Damola.
scene.
For Damola.
Damola.
This is why we can't take them anywhere. Anyway, so before we get to Sugar Rush, right? So you did Dog Napped, which you have decided to skate through.
I want to still watch
But it
that
came to
movie.
cinema now. I remember
Yeah, when
I
it
saw
came
the
to
trailer
cinema.
for it.
How
Yeah.
much did it make?
Dog Naps, man, I think $1 million. No, 1.5 million.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, 1.5 million.
Oh, try now.
Wow,
try.
why are you laughing? This is somebody's hard work, months of work. I don't
tried
understand.
now.
I love kindred
Experience.
spirits.
Yes, now.
Because we've all been through the same thing.
We didn't make 1 million.
We
Sure.
made a lot more than
Our
1 million,
first movie was
but a
what?
lot less than.
7. Our second movie was 5.
Yes. Add inflation, please. No, but okay. So then after Dog Nap, you
You
decided.
guys, you lose to gain. Don't worry.
After Dog Nap, what did you decide to do? Like you said, okay, you took the lessons from that and you made Ogabology, right?
Yes, made
So
Ogabola.
you
Oh,
went
right.
from commercial to festival. What drove that decision?
No, I actually went from commercial to me.
Me,
Yeah,
okay.
those are the type of films I wanted to always make.
Okay.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that was like, Ogabolaji was like me saying, okay, I cannot be somebody else. And I tried, it didn't work. So I just wanted to make a film that I liked.
But I feel like Dog Napped was you. Like
Yes.
nobody else
The
thinks of that.
chaos in Dog Nap is you because there's a chaos that you bring into your stuff.
Yes, yes. It's some parts, some expressions. So there's a part of me who loves every film set Rogen and Will Ferrell makes. And I try to always make them. I always try to make those films, which is Dwindle, by the way. And there's just a part of me who just wants to talk about the everyday Nigerian and just
We have many
talk about
stories.
their stories. That
This
was
is the realism.
so Ogabolaji was 100% true to me. I didn't even know what I wanted to do with it. It was just me. It was like more like therapy for me. It was like I had failed at something I'd saved so much money for at the time. And let me just make myself happy and do, okay, let me try this film. And if it doesn't work, maybe I'm not cut out to be a filmmaker. And made Ogabolaji.
Oh, so it was your one last film.
Yes.
Okay, it was your farewell to the industry. If you would like, don't take this one. I'm going back to. Well,
But the Ogabology come to cinema.
It didn't do Nigerian cinema, but there was, I think it did cinema across Africa, which is, I know you know them, goes through Paris. Yeah, so it did cinemas across Africa. Yeah, Canal Plus.
Yeah.
And also
Canal Olympia.
Yeah, Canal Olympia.
Oh, TV is kind of.
And look, festivals and some
Canal
TV.
Plus, there are those cinemas like mostly francophone, etc., etc. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So it was like shooting Ogabology because that one was like very down to earth. It was a very simple story.
So at the time, most of the crew had worked on Inkblot projects. I think they left an Inkblot project, one Inkblot project to
What are you
myself.
about to say?
You know, so like everybody was so, and I'd not done anything except a failed Dog Nap. And well, if I was talking to the crew, they're like, no, it's rubbish. I'm like, okay, let's just do it like that. That's what I want it to be. Look
I don't
like.
understand.
Yes, now they had worked with professionals.
All this now what? So what year was this?
This is 2018, early 2018, February.
So we had done what my wife and I and
It's my wife and I.
My wife was
It's my
January.
wife and I.
Yeah, so we shot my wife and I in January.
It's my wife and I.
2017.
Yeah.
And I think you guys were going, okay, yes. They go said that the crew had gone to my wife and I, and they are going to, and they just finished season 1, Castle and Castle.
Oh, okay.
And
No, but my wife and I was 2017. No?
Yes, no.
Okay.
It's my wife and I, because I remember watching it. We watched the film.
The last thing we shot in 2017 was probably
Wedding Party 2?
no New Money.
New Money.
I think.
Yeah,
It's
in
one of
November
those
or
films.
September or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's just random.
Yeah, random.
I mean, and then look, he directed the sequel to New Money, Crumbs Money. Dum dum dum.
Dun, 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 dun.
So let me ask. Let's jump forward a little bit. We'll come back to Sugar Rush, which is the thing. So, what did you think when we called you and said we wanted you to direct Crumbs Money?
I was scared. That's the truth. I was scared,
Really?
man. I was
Really?
so scared. I was like, because it's
Who
Inkblot
called? Was
now.
it me or Naz?
Nah, so I was expecting the call. I think the guys at Film1 told me I would expect a call. Then you sent me a message on WhatsApp,
Yes.
followed by a call by Naz.
Yeah, but when you get a message from me, why will you be afraid? I just need to be.
No, it's
because if it's from
Inkblot
Naz, I
now.
can understand.
Hello, I'm a nice person. This is just beef. Please. In fact, I'm quitting. Bring my mic. Let me go.
Your mic is already with you.
Oh.
You're meant to remove the mic, then go. I'm sorry.
That's a good point.
Just don't mind them. Can they continue, please?
So I was really scared though. I remember the meeting, I was just saying rubbish. I don't know where it was
You
coming
just
from.
come off a big movie.
Nah, so for me, big film, for me, I don't. Every film I've done doesn't really come off to me. I don't read it as a big film. It's just, I just move. After that, because I try so that it doesn't get to my head.
Okay.
Because it can. So I shot the film. Okay, next. I just try not to think about the film. Once in a while, I'll sit down and say, "Man, I did it though." But nah, I just don't let it.
Yeah,
get
because
into my
it
head.
wasn't even Sugar Rush. He had done Sugar Rush. He
Yeah.
had done Fate of
like
Alakada.
Fate of
He hadn't come out, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
then and then it was Crumbs Money. Yeah.
Yeah, so mine was that you had done a movie where you could say that was a commercial success in the sense that you seen the box office or that. You had just shot the sequel
Fate of Alakada.
to Twins movie where you are like another franchise movie that was going to be big, and then they now tell you that Inkblot is coming.
Man, I don't know, but I was scared though. I was really scared. I remember the meeting we had in an hotel, I can't remember, Best Western or something. Then, I didn't even know what I said in the meeting.
It was Weed Baker, yes.
Ikoyi. And I got into the car, I was like, what was I saying? So I didn't get the call back for another meeting, for production for like, I think a month plus because of COVID and some stuff. And
So you thought I hope marry?
like, man, I tanked, so it's okay. What's the next one? So yeah, working with you guys, I was scared and I was a bit worried. Man, I'm going to be working with these three guys that have done so much. And would they actually trust me with this film? But apparently that didn't happen. You guys just gave me the film. I was like, yeah, when you're done.
It's true now. Because that kind of thing, that we'll ask you a question, you'll have the answer, and then we'll be like, okay, man, no problem.
So what were you expecting to happen, I guess is the question.
So with Nollywood producers who had that experience, you expect them to sit down by the screen. Why are you doing this? So I was expecting those questions. So if you notice, I did something. I ran away from the video village where you guys were seated. I ran away because I was like, I don't know how to answer these questions. But the questions never came. It was so easy working with
I just thought that you were just like very busy and into the work.
No, I was running away.
I was just like, this guy is very focused on the work because you always had like those your earphones,
I
and
was
then
running away. I was running away.
Yeah.
After a while, I just found out that maybe this is how you work because I called people and asked questions. And they were like, no, they're cool. I was like, okay, maybe this is home. So I made Crumbs Money and I enjoyed it. Till today, like, no lies. I'm really proud of that film.
Yes,
I'm really proud of
we all are.
we all
the
are.
way it came out.
I mean, we shot that smack in the middle of COVID.
Yes, and
testing,
survived.
And survived. No major issues. All right. No major.
No film killing issues.
Yeah.
No film
Nobody
killing
ended up in the hospital. That kind of thing, there are things to be thankful for.
Yeah.
You know? And we're one of the few people
Good
testing.
times.
And we're one of the few people testing.
Yeah.
Taking precautions.
I will say, I'm not just saying it because I'm here. Even till today, I think you guys are still the most, one of the most
You can say the
really
most.
You can say the most,
professional,
we'll
one of
take
the
it.
most really professional film production companies.
Please,
right?
write it on the name. Kayode Kasum says Inkblot is the most professional.
That's one that you will look forward to be carrying on your chest. Okay, all right. So let's pivot back to. So we've talked up to your. So like you do two things. You are now also known as Mr. Love. So tell us about your romantic drama comedy life and what side of you that is.
Well, he did two back to back now. Camilla and
Lady Called
This
Life.
Lady
this
Called
lady called
Life.
Life.
Yes.
Which I keep, for some reason, I know that her name in the movie is called Daye, but in my head, that's the title of the movie.
I
Right.
today.
Yeah.
So Ayetide is her name, and the title of the film is called This Lady Called Life.
Which
yeah.
is a play on,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So romance, man. So I'm very good at drama, and so at the time it's like when you make comedies. So there's this dilemma with comedies. People think it's trash when you make it.
That's
like,
your
You don't care what
business.
those people
Yeah, but they don't know comedy is hard though.
Comedy is the hardest thing to
hardest
do.
thing.
Because literally, with comedy, it works if they laugh.
Yes.
If they don't laugh, it didn't work.
Yes.
So that
And you
joke
can't tell.
The feedback is
is
immediate.
instant. Yes.
And you can't tell up until you've done it, right?
And sometimes you don't even know if you're making a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the one where you're not sure if they're laughing at you or they're laughing with
I
you.
thought that they're laughing. That's all I care
you
about.
take it any which way.
Please.
I think even in Hollywood itself, like people don't tend to respect a lot of comedy directors who like comedy. So I kind of felt that with the audience. So I just wanted to try something new with romance drama because it's something I knew that I was very good at. I know how to set up the emotions, and tried it with 2 films with Kambili and This Lady Called Life. Yeah.
So as the resident romance, what's the word now?
Watcher.
Aficionado. Cinema
Yes,
file.
all of that. Fantastic. I really loved Kambili. Really loved it.
Thank you.
I saw This Lady Called Life as well. Yes, that's Bisola and
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
the
the
guy
one where we
FM.
saw they ran out of money at the end. Wow. We could see yes, now we saw it now.
Wow,
Yes, now.
man.
100%,
We could see
100%.
when the budget finished.
It finished.
And there was still script to shoot.
Yes.
They just did.
Let's just do it here.
but it was still it was a
Nobody
very
complained about that.
Nobody.
They were like, because the speech was the point,
Yeah.
not yes, it should have happened in a different place, but the speech happened. So let's
Please.
Wow, only a filmmaker will know we ran out of money.
But I loved it. I loved the
those
whole
things.
chef thing.
No, that was food porn, if I'm allowed to do, because there was a lot of stuff where there were just a lot of shots about food, and they're just like, you can't watch that movie and not be hungry. Hungry was what I said.
No, you said hungry. It's okay.
I thought I said something else, but they're hungry.
Yeah, we all heard hungry.
Yeah,
Let's
thank God.
let's leave it.
No, that's
So do you have plans to do any more romantic comedies? Dramas?
Yes.
Please, we need more.
Another exclusive.
please. Say it.
Working on a sequel for This Lady Called Life,
Oh,
titled
nice.
This Thing Called Love.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Awesome. So this
And is that one going to be Ifetide?
Oh, I like that
what
one.
You guys should be very
I like
proud
it.
of me
So
because
what
I'm,
you
like that you
I'm not
translated it to
Yoruba.
Nigerian.
You translate the Yoruba just like that. Try.
So is it one of those things where you're following their love, or are you like doing like a sideways sequel like we did on Clown's Money?
No, I think so. We're following the story this time. It's more of, I guess the first one was more of how overcoming, chasing her dreams, but this one is more of what would you do in tough times when you're in love with your partner.
Okay.
actually.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I mean, so it looks like you're finding a lot of, and it's interesting. Like, so it's funny. So the films that you choose to do are the ones with reality weaved into the genre, and the things that the rest of us are looking for you to do are the elevated genre stuff. So I find that very interesting, right? And very few people are able to bridge that gap. So how do you, when you do the elevated genre stuff, how do you approach those?
So I believe every situation that the characters are in.
Okay.
Like I believe it. Like, so sometimes I find out I'm the only person who believes in it more than the actor. So it's like for instance, Kwam's Money, I truly did believe, and Fowles did a great job. I truly did believe that he was broke and he needed money. So once I believe in that journey, I can always find a way to just crack,
translate.
put jokes and gags inside while shooting.
Okay.
So these movies, did you write and produce them, or did you work with the writer?
Yeah, I work with the writer
Okay.
because I don't know how to write, so I have the ideas in my head because I watch a lot of films. So I just get a writer that is patient enough to hear me. So I just write these 5 pages of what I want the film to look like, without putting them in a box. And I'm like, please add whatever you want to add or cancel some. Sometimes I do find out that some of their ideas is better than mine, but as long as it still has an element of how I want the audience to feel like at the end of the day, we work. We make it
What would
work.
you say is the hardest thing that you've had to face? If you maybe you're even still constantly facing it, but what is the hardest thing in this industry for
To
you?
make money. You make money. It's like
Exclusive.
Another exclusive.
Okay, so besides the money, because I think that's general for everyone. What is the
Can we
let's
just
jump
that
into
before we
that
move?
a
So
little
why is that the biggest constraint for you?
Yeah, because
No,
sometimes
but wait, now I'm curious. So,
Okay.
Like, yeah.
actually, I'm in a dilemma right now. I think every filmmaker goes through that, or every artist. I'm kind of thinking that they say that I'm making good films, but the audience don't like them, or is the film just good to me alone? So it's me of just trying to. Also, right now, what I'm doing is, and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, is I'm trying to figure out the audience taste buds, and also what I like, and just try to find a balance. Yeah.
But I don't. Okay, so let me answer that question based on your own work. So if you look at, so there's this site that everybody uses called Fix Patrol. It is directionally but not absolute. So what that means is that the numbers on it, and they don't tell you the viewership, but it does it by ranking, so it gives you a general idea.
Yeah.
The top Nigerian film this year that's not an original is Fit for Lakada. Number 2 is this lady called Life, and number 3 or 4, depending on where God's Calling sits, is Kambili. So if the question is, do Nigerians like your work? That answers it. Now,
But
will
my
they come
films don't
out?
make, those films did not make money in cinema.
So that's the question.
that's-
So
would they
did-
come out?
do
That
they
is,
come
yes.
out? So
Watch
the
it.
yeah, but that's it. So you see, this is the common question that Damola and I have ad nauseum. There's a difference between the audience liking your stuff. That is taste, aka do the audience like the things you like? We've proven that. So this thing that happened to you happened to us as well, right? Okay.
Out of Luck was our own thing.
Yes, Out of Luck was the same thing, right? Even application to some degree, right? So there's a separation between I need to make them come out versus would they like it. So once you know that they will like it, then it frees you to be more overtly come and watch my film. Because a lot of filmmakers are afraid of the commercial part of it, of hawking your film, etc., because I'm an auteur, I'm an artist. Artists don't hawk their work. Since you have proof that they like your film, sell it. Let that
But
one.
beyond that, even after selling it and all of that, the people still don't come out. So we have that audience problem in
No,
Nigeria,
but people
cinema
come out. But they
audience.
started coming out now. So
Yeah, started. So maybe
started.
with Dwindle, we'll see. And with,
please,
you
oh.
know,
Please beg
No, but
them,
even
man.
look at something like Ponzi, right? So, like of all Kayode's films, Ponzi is the most idiosyncratic film that he has ever made. This is how I know. He called me before the film. I said, "Please watch it. I just need to know I'm not crazy." Like literally, he sent me this was a rough screener before the thing was finalized, and I was like, "Well, okay, so you need to make him accessible here." I said, "Okay, yeah." He didn't do any of it too because he was working on something else, so he couldn't. So, but he made some changes based on our conversation as opposed to my notes, and he released the film. And for a film that idiosyncratic, it did pretty well, relatively, right? Because it's one of those niche films that is about a particular thing. It has fourth wall breaking, it has freeze frame, it has like, it is very quirky.
So today I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, it's still a film that, in terms of the audience that liked it, the younger audience, they really loved it.
I think I love that you take a lot of
Yeah,
lot of
but
that was a
chances,
big
you
risk.
take a lot of
No,
risks.
but I disagree with the idea that taking risk is wrong, though. Like, so, like, I don't think that you should.
He didn't say it's wrong.
No, so he's trying to worry that whole thing about the audience is this, the that is that. Is a clear thing that in your head you think it is wrong to take risk. That's what that sort of.
No, it's not
not
necessarily
wrong.
that. So
I
the-
think-
what I've come to realize sometimes is that sometimes the audience doesn't know what they want.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it comes out to what you put in front of them. So, and the example that I can use, take from real life, is that if you'd ask anybody back then when computers were coming out, people would tell you that they wanted smaller computers, right? And then a lot of people invested money in really tiny computers, and that was where the mini laptops and all of those kind of things. But then Apple says, no, we want to give you an iPad. Nobody knew that they wanted an iPad up until the iPad was in their hand, and they were like, oh shit, this is really what I want.
I don't still think that anybody wants an iPad.
No, but she's right in a way that the iPad ended up being a relatively niche market. Where I thought you were going to go was the iPod, where like people would have said they
Music.
wanted a better Walkman.
I
as
know, but
opposed to-
that is Zune before that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if you had asked people, they wanted a better Discman, a Discman that had rumble control, so that when I move in, this just dated me. But yes, rumble control was a big thing for us back in the
There
day.
had MP3 players before that. Maybe that's why I didn't pick that example. But you're right.
No,
So
but
those
even
kind of
But
things-
I mean, we still get the
Yeah, so the
yes.
iPad and so sometimes it comes down to movies where things like that, where breaking of the fourth wall, freeze frame, all of those kind of things that are completely out there in terms of the kinds of movies Nigerians watch, and you put it in front of them, will they accept it? And yes, to a certain extent. And sometimes it comes down to, yes, you may be the first person to do it, and usually the first person to do it is not the person that usually
Yes, sir.
enjoys
Enjoys
it.
it, yeah.
But somebody else can take inspiration from that and now build on that. And next thing you know, you now have a situation where that becomes a line of something that people can love and appreciate.
So there's this thing that
I think that's why, I'm sorry, I think that's why Kayode's biggest challenge is making money. Because I don't see him ever stopping the risk taking. Yes. He's going to continue. And he just wants to be sure that, when he takes these risks, there will be some kind of, commercial success.
And that's valid. Because because I remember, I will never forget. I'll never forget this. When we made Arbitration, like literally, the table read that was in my house, 3 of the actors came up to me and were worried that the film was going to lose money.
Are you sure you want to make this film?
I was like, don't worry about the financing, whatever part of the film. Do you like the story? They're like, oh yeah, we love it, it's amazing. It's like, that's all you need to worry about. It's good that you care about that part, but the thing is this, when you make the best film you can, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So my thesis has always been, make the film you want to make and market the hell out of it. Sometimes the audience will like something. You have to believe as a filmmaker that you are the one choosing the films you make. If you are trying to write to the audience, you make the film today. The film comes out in 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. The audience could have moved.
And then the other problem with that is that you feel that you've made something for the audience. And even if the audience doesn't respond to that, you are now like, what next?
Yeah, and which audience?
Exactly.
What next, So sometimes also is to find you. Sometimes, from my marketing background, right? I always like a situation where you find a particular audience and say, look, this is the audience I'm appealing to. And this is the audience I want to talk to. And
and it's taste, right? So the thing about, somebody, I think it was a Hollywood writer that said, is that to be honest, everybody's talking about is resonance and taste. The big filmmakers, the big people are the people whose taste resonates with the broadest people. So it's not about good or bad. If your taste, so the example people use is Tyler Perry, right? Tyler Perry's, quality aside, Tyler Perry resonates with a broad range of people, right? So when he releases his stuff, that audience, now there's an argument that his stuff should be better for those people, and that is a valid point in general. But the point is that his stuff as it is
it's
today.
It's not a valid point. Of course, it's not a valid point.
It's a valid point.
Of course, it's not a valid. So his stuff should be better for the people that already love his
No, but it's.
Do they love his film? Are they willing to come out for it?
So my general thesis. Okay, so do you remember that? So you remember that one, the first one that came on Netflix? That it was shown in 40 million homes or something. It was a massive success. I forget the name. The one about the older lady who fell for the younger guy.
Acrimony?
Oh right.
No,
it wasn't Acrimony.
No, Acrimony.
I know the one you're talking about. That in the end she was a con artist or something.
Yes, so that film, he shot that film in 5 days or something like that. This is that film. They probably gave him $10 million for it. There is no reason to shoot that film in 4 days or 5 days. Why? You know what I say?
It was in 40 million households.
No, but they were saying the same thing. If he had done it, even if it's just 10 days, nobody would have died. But
nobody died anyway.
But when you look at it,
because guess what? People will still look at it and say, "Oh, Tyler Perry movie." I will not. The people that will watch. People that will not watch will not watch.
But my point is literally. See, this is my point.
And it was great. What more do you want to have added to that thing?
That was the one that the wig was
more
bad.
light.
Remember that was. I never forget that
the wig, the woman's hair had there was a wig over the ponytail.
No, that one.
So I heard that like this.
But I didn't know people like that. I ain't there people like that have wigs like that.
So my point is there's a level of, my point is see, this is not change your story, but he's the guy that basically will shoot 2 seasons in 1 month. Nobody's saying don't make your stuff. His stuff has a very, I saw a clip for the Oval when the husband and wife are doing taekwondo in the Oval office.
That was
all right.
Let me explain.
You have your audience.
Let me explain the
cool.
Oval. So one day I basically saw the Oval and I decided to watch it. That scene that they showed where the first lady and the president have full-on racks.
Yes.
In the
That's
White
drama,
House.
Guys.
In the White House. In their bedroom in the White House.
But that was the Oval office.
What? No, it was... No.
Anyway, they were fighting in the White House.
That whole thing happened in the first 5 minutes of the series. Remember that? Oh, wow.
It's to capture us.
Imagine wow.
We are there for you. We want to see. Have you seen racks in the White House before?
After that, imagine when Secret Service comes in and asks, "Are you okay?" And they go, "Yes, we're fine." Close the door. And they continue with the racks. I'm like, "Yes, there's a problem."
So I don't even think that there's a problem. My thing is this, right? So it's the whole thing about if you have the man is a billionaire. He owns a studio. All those things. Just spend more money. Nobody will die. But anyway, my general point is having digressed to Tyler Perry land, is taste is what makes an artist an artist. People care about what you care about. At the end of the day, everybody gets caught up in various things. But that is, and the sad thing about art is this, that your audience ages with you. Very few artists are able to, and that is the thing that people actually kills people. When you're younger, you sell out auditorium. By the time you're older, maybe one small room, like this room, you can't grab people to fill. So that is actually the one I'm scared about when your taste no longer matters. Because you cannot change your taste. No matter what because the things that are interesting to you, like we talked about 8 of your films so far, half of them are realist journeys into Nigeria. That is who you are. Yeah. You will not be able to make stuff that doesn't drive
But
at
that sounds like foolproof taste.
What do you mean?
Realist journeys into the Nigerian people, right? Well, I mean, so if you forever be Nigerian and you live in Nigeria,
and you stay grounded, like
and you're
so that's your point. Is that basically his taste is
wide enough.
So don't worry about the audience in that sense. Just build the what's it called. So this therapy session was brought to you that the good folks at Inkblot.
Yes. Inspiring and empowering people always,
including our guests.
Thank you.
That would be
needed to hear that. Thank you.
No. Free shoots, free directing on the.
So let's do that game where we get Kayode to tell us the film he's going to do next.
No, but you can't do that because he's an actual filmmaker.
Yes,
you're giving it free to the audience.
So think of it as advertising for his next movie.
That he will tell them he's now free to air, and then what's it called? Please.
It will be first to get there now.
And when you do it like him.
Exactly.
Again. It will be like Ants and Bugs Life.
These are not your friends. Man say he's looking for money. You're saying give away idea to the public.
Oh, Kayode, now let's just do it.
So do a remix version of it.
Okay, Kayode.
Okay.
That if you came to him with an idea.
Kayode,
no, let's do it this way actually. What film would you not
let's do. So what movie would you not shoot?
What movie will I not shoot? That's a very big
That
one.
from a filmmaker point of view, like
and
basically,
let's actually,
if someone were to come to you with a script and you're like, no, what would they have to have?
Somebody had given me a script where a 10-year-old got molested and he liked it. I'm like, no.
oh. That's
I think that is a good red line to have.
That's
I mean,
a 10-year-old boy
I
got
strongly
molested and
support
he
that
liked
red line.
Yeah.
You know when
and the 10-year-old liked it.
Yes.
You know when you ask a question that
I
you're
mean,
not expecting that as the answer.
I can relate to that because
yeah.
remember that story I told you guys about the one where somebody brought a story for me to write or to rewrite where the opening scene was about one of all of those things, home invasions that turn into a rape. And the rape was described in graphic detail. And then I was like, I'm sorry. And then the girl goes to get the killers, goes undercover as a prostitute. And then she now has to have sex multiple times. And I was like, I'm sorry. No!
It's all about the sex. It was actually very heavily focused on the sex.
Yes, I was like,
it wasn't about.
I was like, no!
It's fine. So you know when you ask a question, then you get the answer, then you realize that, really, I didn't need to ask that question. And I also did not need to get that answer.
Let's move on.
Moving on swiftly.
Let's move on.
Let's just do the one for everything to change. So, what's a project that you would love to do now?
I think I tweeted about it. I would love to
I've
see
already
a
put
film.
it out in the open.
Yes, I would love to see a film where I have like Inkblot, Patience Ozoko, like veteran Hollywood actors, new Nollywood actors, the gospel musical.
Gospel musical.
Yeah,
Actually.
So we've had a conversation about the musical on this show,
No,
and
yes.
that was with Bisola
Yeah, so funnily enough, and we had a
and Sharon. We had a Sharon singing thing.
Yes, and then we also actually have a script that I started writing and then I junked. And so
at this particular
seems like a match made
let's just ask her, let's get it on whatever. Where's the microphone?
So will you direct that?
Will you direct that movie?
I will.
If we bring it your way.
I will.
And Bisola will produce.
Yeah, Bisola wants to produce and also star in it.
Yes.
And,
Okay, so
and
what year?
Sharon is also interested.
So what year is this?
We're 21, so it's going to be 23. Yeah.
You can be
23.
22.
I
Sir.
just
No,
got a
it's
job.
No, it can't be 22.
No,
You know it cannot be 22.
I'm just saying.
no, there's nothing you
23.
can say.
You know Kayode can shoot back.
So we're not Kayode. We take our time.
No, you know Kayode can shoot back in the sense that,
So-
we'll
and
just write and give it to him.
Who is the we that will write?
We can support you. We can support you.
No, but I'm serious. 2023, we will make that gospel musical with Kayode Kasum attached. So, Untitled Inkblot Gospel Musical, directed by Kayode Kasum.
Yeah, a lot of exclusives on this episode.
On this one, there's exclusive after exclusive. Back to back.
Yes.
No. So, yeah. So, I mean, we have it on record that Sharon wants to do it, Bisola wants to do it. So,
And that Kayode wants to do it.
so every time we just bring a guest on this show, we'll just be asking them, would you like to
We're casting live.
We're casting as we're going along.
We should talk to a DOP next.
Basically, no, your quiz.
I mean, it has
No, but speaking about that, so how are you broadening? So basically, so you do 3-4 films a year.
Yeah.
Are you working with the same team? Are you experimenting with different filmmakers, etc.?
Please tell us your production company name again.
Okay, production company name is Film Tribe.
Film Tribe.
Media. Usually I'm always experimenting with crew. So I think for the new film I just did, Sole, most of the crew is like 50%. First time working with them. I'm very good friends with my DPs. Even when I try to make another film and they call me like, I heard you're making a film.
Like you're cheating on me, bitch.
You cheating?
Captain
It's like you
Dead.
are your baba. Like when you go to your baba salon and then your baba
Oh,
is
you've
not
not been
around.
around for a while.
It's like, what's happening? When are we going back on set? I'm like, dude, I'm already talking to somebody else, but okay. Yeah,
It's like,
but
oh, you left me.
yeah, but I do intend, because I see a lot of talented DPs and a lot of people from different departments, costume art. So I always do try to experiment and work with different people.
Okay, and Film Tribe is a company. So which other directors are you working with in Film Tribe that are not named Kayode Kasum?
Yes, so I'm trying my hands at producing. We have a web series with DG.
Oh, right, I saw that. Yes.
Yes, just trying to see how it will look, how it feels to work with new directors and also work with the director.
If you're looking for a director, I'm available.
Let the house job come out first. How do you know you didn't mess up?
Please, you did not mess
Oh,
up.
you
with
directed
the
House Job?
We've seen,
I
yeah.
directed
Mad. Wow, I can't wait to see that.
2 episodes.
Mad.
So I'm,
Please, we've seen the work. We know it's great.
I'm available, so
Yeah.
I can come to set and come and say, hey, action.
And then Kayode will be at the monitor.
Hey.
So why did you make
Why
that
did you make
shirt?
that?
And Damola will be going to say, you cannot answer.
I don't be going behind the camera and talking to people.
You cannot answer the question.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that, you're willing to do that, because a lot of people are not. And I think that the industry needs more people like you, more people that are, open to building out the space. Because I think we're a lot of us are very, very self-centered.
Well, so the
Not
way I put it
selfish.
is that everybody wants to be the king of their own castle.
Yes. And then, you can't blame anybody, to be honest. This
In this
economy, the way it's
Nigeria,
set
and this
up.
Nigeria, the way it's set up.
It's the way it's set up. So I think
you're
it's
the king of your own
really-
local government.
But,
Yes.
but honestly, I think a lot of production companies, like you guys have Anthill, Inkblot, you guys have shown us that it's possible to work with different people and you cannot just be the only guy running the show. So, yeah.
And you will continue the showing, and more people will be more inspired
I'm
and all
really,
of that.
really forward to. Because you are 1 to 4 films this year, I think, or 3.
3.
3 so far.
Yeah, 3
No, it's
different.
Ponzi, Dwindle.
Solid.
And are you?
But your web series, right?
Yeah, web series too.
So 4 projects.
Yes, and please catch Kayode's older stuff. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Is Dognapped available anywhere?
No,
He doesn't want you to watch it. Don't watch
Is
them.
Ogabology available anywhere?
coming soon.
Okay.
Coming soon.
So basically, yeah. And so this is. So,
Dwindle is in the cinemas right now, so as you
Yes,
finish
finish
this,
it.
just
Yeah,
head
so-
straight
to
to
the
the
cinemas.
cinemas.
So we're very,
And let
very-
him make money. You can see he
Please,
said
I
he
need to
doesn't
make
understand why
money.
money is not entering.
Okay, so please, we're going to give you this bit. Plug Dwindle.
Yes.
Tell them about Dwindle.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, Professor, if you didn't see it last week, bad on you. So now you have a second chance. Go.
Please.
Yeah, so Dwindle is a roller coaster film that has two regular Joes who accidentally kidnapped the governor of a fictional Nigerian state.
Accidental kidnap.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm very, very fascinated with taxis and Ubers. I'm very fascinated anytime I enter.
Ubers?
For no reason, I
Wow.
will just. For no reason, I'll just enter Ubers and just start questioning the drivers about their lives. That's how I get stories. And one day, this guy told me this hilarious story that I was like, I'm going to make a film about. And
Wait, you
that's
mean it
Dwindle.
was real?
Yeah, he
He accidentally kidnapped somebody?
no, accidentally, he was transporting a kidnap.
And he did not know.
Yeah.
I should be talking to my Uber driver as well.
All right, so
Yeah, I was transporting a kidnap until he got to a police checkpoint and the lady started talking. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I'm going to make a film about that.
So wait,
Wow.
so she was.
she was the victim, but she couldn't
but
talk
she
until
couldn't
she saw a
talk.
police
Was there
checkpoint.
was there somebody else in the car or what?
No, so it was her and somebody, and she was being held against her
A wheel?
will.
Okay, got it.
And he was just driving until he got to a police checkpoint and she
crazy.
started
Mado,
screaming.
I said, no, enter one chance. It'll not be like you at the...
So you see how we reacted? You don't have to worry that the audience doesn't like your stuff.
See?
See, yes.
Grab your copy. Nah.
All right.
Go to cinema now.
Nah.
All right, that's our show,
So,
everyone.
Kayode, it was nice having you on.
Thank you.
Had a great time. Look forward to you seeing more of you in the cinemas.
And
working with you.
So subscribe, IMG Podcast.
Please
Yes.
subscribe, like.
Ask us questions in the comments. Send us to our existing email that nobody uses that will be flashed across the screen for you to ignore. So, yes.
The email guy, the comments guy, just do both.
Yes, please. Comment.
Yes. And listen to the audio, please. The audio needs more love. All you people that are watching video, listen to the audio.
Yes, please. We have it. It's on all podcasts.
No, but also, can you see what the description Damola has been doing? Do you see how now fancy the video now looks with all the whoosh, 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 whoosh? You
Whoosh.
see?
Guys,
Yes.
bye. Thank you so much.
All right. Peace and love.